Hey you guys, I'm Peter and welcome back to my channel. So before we get started, go ahead and hit like and subscribe to my channel. If you like the content on this page, go ahead and hit that notification bell so you can get all my updates and alerts. So first I want to shout out a couple of my sponsors. Couture Babe for always sponsoring me and sharing my videos. I really appreciate that. I also want to shout out the birthday gift. She has really been supportive of me through my journey, and she does some amazing love readings and other types of intuitive readings plus dream interpretation, so you guys could go check her out. I'll put the link below. And I also really appreciate Road Care, because Road Care sponsored 2 people to receive readings from me, so that's amazing. All right, so yeah, so before we get started, you guys, I want to tell you guys about this retrograde. This retrograde has really tried to stop things from moving. Let me know down in the comments how the retrograde been affecting you guys. All right, so we're gonna go ahead today. We're gonna talk about our personal legends. What do we feel like we've succeeded, or we failing, or if we, put our lives on hold for whatever reason. So that's what we're going to talk about. So you guys, I had the pleasure of reading this book called The Alchemist. And this book really put a lot of things in perspective. And what it showed me is that we spend our lives, dreaming about the things that we want to accomplish. But in many ways, we never accomplish them because we allow outside influences to get into our heads. So this journey, this book was about this kid. And if you haven't read the book, then you might as well go ahead and stop it. Or if you plan on reading the book, I'm telling you, it's going to be a spoiler. So, but this book really put things into perspective. And it started out with this kid, he was a shepherd. And he felt like that was his duty to be a shepherd, And so along his journey, he ran into this person who was a king. And this king put things into perspective for him. He said, hey, he had a dream about something, right? And in his dream, it was about a treasure. So this king, he let him know, like, hey, this dream is telling you that, you're supposed to sort out on your mission, on your life's purpose, to accomplish your dream. He had already ran into a town woman that told him the same thing, but because she was a town woman, he really didn't, I want to say, receive the message how he was supposed to receive it. And so that's what happens with us when we're dealing with our friends. Our friends could talk to us about things until we're blue in the face, or people that support us can talk to us about things until we're blue in the face. But it always takes another person's perspective, or another person outside of your circle, to tell you the exact same things that your friends and the people that you care about have been telling you all this time. I don't know why that is, but that's how that works. So you come across this king, and this king told him, you need to spend your days trying to fulfill your purpose. And so this kid, he sought out to fulfill his purpose, right? And when he sought out to fulfill his purpose, he ran into a lot of different obstacles. He trusted a lot of people that he shouldn't have trusted. He found himself in situations that he shouldn't have been in. And then he settled, right? He come across this, this town, and there was an old guy that had like a crystal shop, right? And this guy convinced him some kind of way to work for him, because the kid had run out of money because he trusted the wrong people. He had run out of money, got robbed, and all of this different stuff. And so this crystal shop owner convinced him to work with him. So, he started telling the crystal owner about his dreams, and guess what happened? The crystal owner said, oh, well, the pyramids are too far from here, and even if you save up enough money, you're not going to have enough. Even if you work here for me, you're not going to have enough money ever to get there, right? And so the time had passed, and the kid had became comfortable with working in a crystal shop. He started to believe what that old guy was telling him, and then he actually he stayed stagnant for a couple of years, right? And so now you have this kid, he still want to fulfill a purpose, but now he he doesn't desire to go to the pyramids any longer because this old crystal worker had influenced him. So he started thinking of ways to innovate the crystal shop. And he told the old guy, he said, hey, you know, I want to innovate this crystal shop. And so he gave him some ideas. He said, you know, all these people, they hike up this, you know, this hill, and when they get to the top, there's nothing to drink. All they get to see is crystals. He said, maybe we should implement tea in our crystal shop to give them something to drink, right? And the old guy was like, oh no, you know, I'm an old soul. I've been doing this way for God knows how long, and I don't want to change. That's what he said. He said he did not want to change how he was doing things. So then the kid was like, you know, but people are thirsty, you know. So the old guy came to him one day after he slept on it. He said, you know, you really improved this shop. I've never desired to change until you came here. He said, when I was young like you, I wanted to go to the Mecca. All my friends had planned to go to the Mecca, and I had also planned to go to the Mecca. And then life happened, and I wasn't able to go to the Mecca, so I just decided to stay here. And I knew that life wasn't going to change, but a lot of my friends had already gone on to the Mecca, and their lives were changed. And he said, and he told the kid, he said, you know, you gave me a lot of perspective, and now his desire came back for him to want to go to the Mecca. But after a while, oh, I forgot, the little boy he had, he's not a little boy, he's like a teenager seeking himself, but he's a boy to me. He had two crystals, two stones that were given to him by the king, and they were considered omens. And every time, you know, he had a thought or a intuition, you know, something would happen with these two stones. And those, what we call synchronicities on our spiritual journey, is a synchronicity. It's an omen, you know, and it's put there to remind you of there's something that you need to complete. And until you complete that, you're going to continue to have these, you know, synchronicities of omens pop up, right? So this kid, those stones that the king gave him, they fell out some kind of way, and he ended up hearing the king's voice again. And so he heard the king saying like this, you know, you gotta go to seek your treasure, right? So I'm not gonna tell like all the ins and outs of the story, but you'll get the gist. So this kid decided to pick back up on his journey and go ahead and see, like, hey, you know, let me find out what my treasure really is. You know, I've kind of put this off to the back burner, you know, and I need to find out what my treasure really is. So he went off, and it was a caravan leaving, and so he got on this caravan. He ran into this guy that was looking for the alchemist, right? This Englishman that was looking for the alchemist. And so he went on this journey and ended up being tested again by different people, you know, and he finally found love in this woman. But the love that he found in this woman was designed for his path, because she would not settle for him just being stagnant and falling, you know, so head over heels in love with her that he forgot about his treasure. So she told him, look, go ahead and seek your treasure, and I'm gonna be here when you get back. And he went and he continued to pursue his treasure. He still, in the back of his mind, he still thought that he was only a shepherd, you know, even though he was on this quest to receive this great, wonderful treasure. He still, in the back of his mind, some kind of way, felt like he was only deserving to be a shepherd, right? And so, long story short, he ended up finding his treasure, and things just started going, you know, the way they had planned. And he was just like, dang, like, what if I would have gave up, you know? And so, what I came on this channel to specifically talk to you guys about was, have we given up on our personal legend? Like, have we got so wrapped up in something else that we just completely ignoring what the divine is telling us to do? Because we see all the synchronicities. The divine gives us the deja vu, the different numbers that you see, the repetitive numbers, the 222, the 111. You know, it's cute to post all that stuff on your social media, but what are you actually doing in this process, in your journey, to make sure that you complete your task that you came here on earth to do? we are here in this realm of reality to fulfill what we were desired to fulfill in our past life. Some kind of way or another, we didn't get it right. And so now we're back here to fulfill this purpose again. So what are you doing? Are you going to remain in stagnation and neglect what your personal legend is, what your spiritual journey is, what your life purpose is? Or are you going to move in pursuit of that? Are you at the point to where you feel like you've succeeded? Or do you feel like you fell? And if so, who's in the way of that? Who's in the way of your personal legend? Because I'm telling you, the Alchemist put so many things into perspective. There's a language that the universe speaks. And only a certain few people are gifted to communicate in that language as well. And so what are we doing? Are we stagnant? Are we staying the same? Or are we walking in our purpose? And when I tell y'all, this book puts so many things into perspective, because my idea of success doesn't lie in money. Like, my idea of success is how happy I feel. You know, every day I feel like, most days I feel like I'm living what they call heaven on earth, you know. And so is that your idea of success, or is money associated with your success? And do you have to have the money before you feel like you're successful and be happy? Or do you have the happiness first before you gain, in order to gain the success? I don't know. For me, I feel like you got to be happy first. You got to be happy with self first. You have to do self-work and self-healing first in order to feel the success. Because I believe that if you don't feel happy and content in your spirit, in your soul, then you're not going to be, regardless of how much money you get, regardless to what point of success you land, you're not going to be happy. It's kind of like when people are bad with money. They can have so much money, but if they're bad with the way that they spend their money, it doesn't matter how much money they have. They're never going to be as wealthy as they could, because they mismanaged their money. So are you mismanaging your life? What are you doing right now that's moving you closer to your personal legend? And if you're not doing anything right now to move you closer to your personal legend, what's holding you back? What part of healing have you not done yet? You know, is there some heart healing that needs to be accomplished? You know, maybe suffering from a bad breakup from years ago that you're just dragging into your next relationship with you. You know, has poverty clouded you so much so that you feel like you can't move ahead? I mean, what is it? Is it that you need to heal ancestral traumas that's holding you back? What is it? What part of your healing is causing you not to be able to feel that you are at a level of success? And that also goes with peace too, you know. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, you guys, if you have not done so, read that book. Even if you don't read the book, listen to the audio. I'm telling you guys, like, that book, it just provided so much perspective for me. Like, it just provided me with so much clarity. Like, and I told my husband, I said that if I never accomplish anything else in life, I'm happy and content with how far I've come, because I did several things along this journey. I've defied the odds. I've healed ancestral trauma. I have broken generational curses. I have created a certain level of contentment and happiness within myself, to where I'm not in a pit of rage all the time as I used to be. You know, so if I do not complete any other task, I'm comfortable with where I am. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna stay stagnant, because if I was gonna stay stagnant, then I wouldn't be doing these messages. But that's pretty much it, you guys. If you like the content on this page, go ahead and hit like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to know more about The Alchemist, just put it down below. I'll do a whole book review if y'all want me to. But I'm telling you guys, it was an amazing read, and it's going to put a lot of things into perspective, especially with you being on your healing journey. So thank you guys for tuning in to Spirit Soul Energy, and I will talk to you guys later.